And we should be live. Let's see. We have sound. 1, 2. Yeah, the sound should be there. Everything should be fine. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. Well, I think, let me check actually the phone. One, two. Everything should be alright. Yeah, perfect. And actually, the microphone, it sounds really well. Okay, guys, we are live on another session of scalping and stuff like that. Let's see what we have here. So we just have a liquidity grab, a big liquidity grab from this area. What I usually like to do, yeah, just pinpoint them. You see, this was the liquidity pool from which they took liquidity, but nothing else. I have no setup. I'm just sitting sideways for the moment. I don't have too much to do. And I would advise you the same because this is just a range. This is the range that I'm looking for in order for the bulls to displace, to turn it into support. But they fail to do that, so just waiting sidelines. Maybe you get a 5 minutes W, clean one. It might be here. But I don't like the way they form liquidity here. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually what they do is grab liquidity, create a pattern, and then goes up. Right now, we just have liquidity created below. So that means we can expect a sweep. We have music. What music? Was that a question or a affirmation? Don't have music. We have me. There's no need of music. GBP USD. This one just rejected this fair value gap here. And you can see it SFU'd this low and then went higher. Ah, okay. That's a good one. This one looks like a bear flag. I don't like this kind of upward movement until it's confirmed, but for the moment I don't have anything to work with. It's a bit sketchy in my opinion. A bit hard to do anything right now. So I'd be careful. Let's see if we have some equal lows area here. Fair value gap. So there is a high probability that price will, you see what price is creating now? It's creating a liquidity pattern. It's creating a liquidity pattern here. This week screams to be retested. And this just looks like a triangle consolidation. Something like this. I'm not touching this area, only if I see like a clean W 5 minutes, which we can make here um, to break this trend line. But I prefer to take it at retest. Yeah, I prefer first to get a displacement, and then when price will come back, I will take this W, and I'll target these equal highs here around here. Yeah, that would be the area that I'll look for a take profit. Until then, it's very weak. Price action is weak. Ah, you mean sound? Okay. My voice is music to your ears. So we might, let's see. Yeah, we have some bullish divergence on OBV. We have any W's here? Yeah, some sort. This is the first W in my opinion. This is not W. We have one W in OBV. 15 minutes. Yeah, we can frame something. We can frame a setup here, a quick one. Let's put it a bit higher to be sure that it takes it. Take profit will be here in my opinion. 368 with a 0.15. At the edge of being a decent low time frame scalp. Ethereum, same stuff. W. All the time save this as default on black, but it's just changing my OBV line. I would prefer to take a Bitcoin long if I take it. You can see that on the upside, they are grabbing liquidity. I'll go 9 minutes because the structure is cleaner. You can see here 9 minutes. They grab liquidity. Then they protected the low. They grabbed liquidity here. They protected the low. They are creating liquidity below. Definitely. Yeah. So I do think that this can go higher. But this liquidity is created in order to be taken. Yeah. So there is a high probability that we might tap into the highs here and they then violently retrace. Also, what I would like is a W above this POC. That would be a clean sign that, okay, this might work. It has higher chances to work. This is a clean W. We displace the neckline how I like it. So we can take the retest. Damn, this long really olded nicely. But let's look for another one. What I see here, clean, crystal clear. We have a lot of room to go up in this liquidity area, so higher time frame, I think we can go easily in that area. I don't like it. Let's put an automated one. I guess that algorithm is smarter than me. No, I would not look for a long here. Maybe retracement. So when you see that they are protecting the lows, it means that they are pushing the price higher. Yeah. How you know they are protecting the lows? You just observe. Yeah. They are taking liquidity above, but they fail to take liquidity below. So they are creating a liquidity pool, which will be the target for our short. This can even be a bot, I think. I don't know. TRIers can tell me if we can get a bot here, something AB equals CD. We have a little fair value gap here. Let's hide it a bit. I don't like to have it like this. This is a breaker area. I want this one to be displaced and turned into support. Yeah, you know me. I love my breakers displaced. Not only that I love my breakers, but I love my breakers displaced. Now we have created the first breaker of this area. You see, nothing was displaced. This is the first breaker to be displaced in our range. Not a bot setup. There you go. We should hold the line here because we created the breaker, displaced the breaker, plus the POC. So this area should hold, in my opinion. Don't forget to give a like, guys. It's funny when it feels good when we have more likes. And don't forget to subscribe if you like it. We are a really badass group on Discord. We are having fun daily, making money. Let's see lower time frame because high time frame definitely wants to go higher. Yeah, there you go. This is what he did. It's clean as day. So in my opinion, maybe it will push to take the equal highs, but I want to see some consolidation before going higher or even pushing the lows into taking the lows. So usually price it does this. If it wants to go higher, it needs to take liquidity. So this one has to be swept. It's not yet swept, but it needs to be swept. If we are going down from here, it means that they leave the equal high as a target after we are sweeping liquidity, create a bullish structure here, yeah, boom, boom, and this should be the target. This one, it's ugly. Let's take a look at my altcoins. Render. Render, it's on rampage mode. It's pushing from the breaker all the time, you can see. Yeah, pushing from the breaker, up, pushing from the breaker, up, pushing from the breaker. This is nice to catch it at the breakouts here. Because it can go forever until it finds enough liquidity, it can go down. But you can catch it here. You can see its pattern. It's a bit too late, but I think Paul has a saying, if you want to FOMO, FOMO early. Yeah, you see it. And all the time, look at this pattern. What they are doing, they creating liquidity, bam, bam, bam. They are sweeping the liquidity with this low and they knew. This is the pattern of the market makers. Liquidity, sweeping, boom. Sweeping, boom. Sweeping, boom. It might be the same case. You just need to analyze this daily. 382, 380 fib. I don't know why I say dark full fib when it's not dark. Yeah, we'll see what it wants to do. I say that it will bounce from this area. Or maybe even sweep the low here, create the liquidity pattern, and then go high. Oh, we have an order. Yeah, we have an order. Let me check Binance. Yeah, order it on. Now, I don't know. Guys who are not from Premium, you know now the setup. Let me put it here. It's pray. Pray. Now pray. Yeah, this is the setup. I will play it aggressive. I'll wait for the first market structure break, internal market structure break. Then move the stop loss. Well, I think that they might get back and close this fair value gap. There's a high probability. It depends a lot. Yesterday, for example, the market was pretty bullish. They didn't look back at the fair value gap. They just uh, took the price higher. If they want more liquidity, they will fill the fair value gap. It will react as support in confluence with the OT and breaker. So it's up to them. There's a lot of probabilities. Yeah. Yeah, there's a high probability to go and take liquidity. Yes, 500. I don't see him too good, but we'll see what he wants to do. It's approaching the first big support, which is a more of a SFU pattern, the 618. We have a little gap here, so price might go upper and right into this bearish order block that we have, or even here, the fair value gap. Let's see Bitcoin CME. I'm really curious on how it looks or if we have any gaps. That would be an interesting indicator to look at. I need 1 hour at least. Give me 4. We had a gap, we filled it. It's in this structure, which I don't like. Daily. So, guys, Hopium and people who think that this is not coming back ever. Look at this, yeah? And this is pretty close to our breaker, our weekly breaker block. Any pump requires um, a correction, and any dump, yeah, requires a relief. It's absolutely logic. There is no such thing as sell only or stuff like that. So Look at this one. We Wyckoff checked the last time this high, and then we went down. Yeah. Here there's a lot of liquidity, equal lows. In my opinion, I saw a lot of W's in the past. Even though they are nice and beautiful and displace the neckline, I saw beautiful W's that just price just gets back at the original place, maybe takes a low or two, ranges, stays like that for a lot of time. So I don't think that we'll have plenty of time over here when the price will retrace. Look at this W here, daily W, beautiful one, displaced, price went higher, and they said, I give no fuck. I mean, this is a nice W. Yeah, nice W. This is a textbook W. Displaced, boom, went lower. So why the FOMO? Why the panic? It was absolutely necessary for the price action to just give it a release, relief rally. Yeah, there's no such thing like up only or down only, and it's a bear market. We don't have yet. I think it requires more consolidation, and if it doesn't, yeah, here it's not a bad area to buy. That would be like from our spot would be a 20% retracement. Here would be 23, 25, something like that. So don't panic. This one can go even lower. So the thing with euro is that when it goes high, it's not stopping. We have a W here, but it's a bit retarded on forex because when once they go high, they never stop. Like this one. Once they go low, they never stop. No, GBP USD, where are you? Once they go low, they never stop. So yeah, okay. So we are moving the stop loss after we get displaced this high. Displaced, yeah, not SFU. Not at break even. This low will be safe. After we get the retest and higher, then we can move at break even. But we can move this one at half of the original position. Below any fair value gap. Yeah. Let's see if we can display this high here. You can see a gap in the volume. This is good. It means that there's a high probability for the price just to nuke through it and create a breaker block. How I use the fixed range profile? Well, in this moment, I don't use fixed range profile. I use the visible VPVR range profile. So it's not a rule. For example, when you see ranges, it's very important. Any range, for example, this area, yeah, you can even put on this area a fixed volume profile because any range has an impact on the price. Yeah, like this range had on our price here. If we put a volume indication, you can see that the value area low actually reacted as support. In our case, what I expect here, that the value area low will react as resistance in our case, or the POC will react as resistance. You can see even in the VPVR, in the same area, we have a peak of volumes. Yeah, pretty easy. I mean, it's not, you have to understand VPVR. It's not about where you put it, but you have to understand what it does. Because once you understand what it does, you can work with it however you want. Yeah. What I'm looking for is displace this breaker area. I want, if this is the breakout and we took the breakout, I want to see a clean displacement over that breaker. Was that clean, Khan, on how we use volume? So volumes, it doesn't, it don't care if volume it's VPVR, it's if it's SVP, which stands for session volume profile, it's FVP, which stands for fixed volume profile, it doesn't matter. What it does is searches the volume that was transactionated on that area. When you see ranges, be sure that there is a lot of volume, implying that there is a lot of selling or buying pressure. Yeah. In our case, we created a consolidation range over here. This was a consolidation range. Yeah. We observed that they are creating liquidity and they are pushing the market higher, 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 while in the same time taking the liquidity above, meaning that they want to push the price higher. Yeah. We concluded that they are taking liquidity from above, which means that they want to push higher the price and create liquidity below. Once we displaced above this breaker, above this point of control that we see here, and if we put a fixed volume profile, I bet that exactly in the same spot you see, the poke. So it's the same tool. We concluded that this area will be turned into support. And now we have a breaker. It's the first breaker, and most of you who follow me and uh, know how I like my breakers and my displacement and my fair value gaps and my W's, they know that here we had nothing so far, just consolidation and liquidity creating, and only here we had something that we can work with. It's normal to have a reaction from this high. You can see here it lacks volume, so it will either go back down and take more liquidity and go higher, or it will fail to support that area. Let me get some water. And please ask any questions if you have question. If not, it means that everything is okay. Okay, I'm back. So you see, in trading, it's not a question. It's not a matter of where do you put that, or where do you take that order block, or where do you, yeah, the question where. It's a matter of why. Yeah, because if you understand why, it's easy. It's easy to work with. Yeah. But if you ask where, you will just take the specific location. You will hunt for specific location without understanding the reason behind it. If you understand the reason behind it, then you can put it in any situation, which is what you want in the end. Let's look for another entry. So it's quite hard at the moment to find another entry on this one. Fake out, breakout. I just took the W. Yeah, I see that 382. It's right here. He might get support inside 302, but I don't see it going higher without sweeping this area. That's my point. No. Baro. Khan. You have to understand that a candle, so volume is an indicator of the past. Or let's say, okay, it's live indicator if you go on 1 minute, but even then it's past. Because if a candle has big candle body, then on your volume, you will have a big selling pressure. I bet that if I open volumes and the bigger the candle body and the displacement is, the bigger the volume. So you already know that this candle has huge buying volume compared to other candles. So what you look at is just the candle body, yeah, and the fair value gap it leaves behind. Volume is showing you what candles are showing you. Yeah, if a candle has a huge candle body, then it means that it's okay. It's a big buying volume, and you should be safe. Non-farming payrolls, you NFP. If we displace this high, we will create a breaker, and I don't want to see price lower than this one. So that's what's happening now. They are consolidating, yeah, this area, and I want to see a breakout. There you go. There you go. This is what you want to see. Then our entry would be safe. I would play it even more aggressively. We can move the stop loss at break even. But I want to see a candle body close, not a wick. Yeah? You don't need indicators reading the candles. You have to learn to read the candles. It's very important. It takes more time, but you want to understand what you're doing in the market, not follow indicators blindly. There we go. There we go. Next point of resistance is this one with this very shorter block here. Come on, close candle body high. I know you can do it. Stop loss should be moved here below this line. So it's a minimizing of risks from 0.15 to 0.3. So it's nearly 7 times lower. So that's nice. I'll move my stop loss at the specified area. In my opinion, this should not go back down. 23,801. Yeah. There you go. We have equal highs. These ones will be taken. 99%. The price is attracted to this area. What we might do is just close this fair value gap here. Was closed. 3 minutes. 1 minute. Yeah, we have a fair value gap here. So it should bounce from this one. You can do this exercise even in 1 minute and understand, yeah, what is happening. You can see what we have here and why the price bounced from this area. Everything is fractal. Let's make this a bit lower. Yeah, once this high, you can see high reacted resistance, resistance. Once it was displaced with a powerful candle body, it turned itself into support. And you can see on volume bar the same stuff. You can take all the volume candle until here. We displaced it, now it's support. And this is the power of ranges. And now you see this is a range. Let's just analyze the candles. Yeah. This is a range with these lows. And what happens? If price wants to go in a trend, it should switch ranges and change the ranges with displacement. Every time the price wants to go higher, yeah, it should displace the previous range on which he was trading. Displacement, displacement, it means that the price still wants to go higher. When you start to understand this kind of stuff, you will have more trust on your trades. It'll be way easier. Right now it's just searching for more liquidity. It's consolidating this volume gap. Most likely will try to bounce. It will take liquidity from this fair value gap, yeah, or this breaker area until it will find enough volume to go higher, to continue the same pattern. And then what it will do, you can see volume occurs in this area. If we put this volume is changing. It's changing based on the buying volume. This is, and you will see that the POC and the lines are changing even if I'm not scrolling out. You will see. Why? Because people are buying. And you can see on this one it's changing. Yeah. You can watch it closely. Again, changed. I'm looking for this one to be displaced again. Equal highs here, we said. They are like a magnet, but it will look for more liquidity. Price can go even this low here. Fill it with a quick wick down, fill the fair value gap, and then get back in the range. And this low should hold. If this low is not holding, then the structure will turn bearish. If we close candle body low below it, or if we just SFU and reclaim back in the range, it's okay. Yeah, indeed, it's really fascinating. I was spending hours and hours learning and studying this stuff. You can see that as soon as we turn below the POC, it takes it as resistance. That means that the price action might look for more liquidity down below in order to push the price higher. You see, it took liquidity from these lows. It can even take from this area. You can see a gap in the volume with a huge support spike here. Let's see if this holds. Now we have to reclaim back into this range here. Damn, I got scared. I think my headphones are running out of battery or something like that. It can tap back this point of, yeah, this poke. Questions, guys, if you have questions. We have 15 more minutes or stuff like that, so now is the time to ask questions. We're going 5 minutes, maybe you can see anything. That's very nice price action here. I think US 500 is pushing him down, Bitcoin down, because that's why it's just ranging right now. Not too much action. The first indication that the price wants to go higher, it's displacing back in the ranges. Yeah, like we did here. You see the displacement, retested and took it at resistance. This is not a good sign for the price action. A bullish price action just displaces higher, creates bullish fair value gaps. Yeah. You can see that the price is just displacing lower. What it does, it can come back. Let's take this out. It can come back and retest again this area. This can be the retest. Yeah. So this can be a re-entry. You can get back into this fair value gap, fill it, and then bounce. Yeah. Or it can go for the stop loss. It depends. But we have those equal highs already in place. Yeah. So price just came back for liquidity. Came back to fill this fair value gap. That's what I see now. Let's see if it holds. It depends. Hey, what's this? Oh, okay. Yeah, S&P looks like it wants to go down. The thing is that Bitcoin, it's not, the structure of Bitcoin, it's a bit clearer. And it has been. But right now what I'm looking for, if the price can't push up here, and it wants to take liquidity now, the case might be that they will sweep liquidity, they will come back into the long reload zone, take all the liquidity from these created lows, yeah, and then go higher. Because you can see, yeah, they left a lot of liquidity behind, yeah. We explained that, we went through that point. So there are two cases scenario here. They either leave these liquidity points for a dump when the price will go higher and will protect them in this moment, or Price will take these liquidity points, maybe put a shark setup, something like this. We have a fair value gap. We explained we have a fair value gap here, and then have something like this. Yeah, there are two scenarios. It can either bounce from here, protect the lows, create liquidity, trap a lot of bulls that don't know where to take profit, and they will remain with the longs trapped, or go down, take now the liquidity, and bounce from this area. And then it can go into the short reload zone here. Something like this. To explain the SMT smart money concept, there is no such thing. I mean, it's pretty complicated. I don't know where to start and where to end. It's not everything that relates to market structure. I don't like the word SM smart money concept, but it's market structure. That's what they are working with. Yeah. I don't like this. W doesn't have strength in pushing it higher. There is divergence. If we manage to displace this, then the stop loss is safe at break even. OTE. OTE, it's a optimal trade entry. It's fair value gap. Oh my god, it's the reload zone, but it implies something more. It implies equilibrium, premium, and discount. It implies the area where you should look for a trade. Yeah. And the thing that you should not touch, for example, equilibrium. I mean, it depends a lot on market state. If we are in a bull market, I don't think that the price will get back to discount zone. Yeah, discount zones, which are the areas below 79 HIB level. Yeah, that this area would be a discount. 0.5 here would be equilibrium, and here we will have premium. Because what these concepts are working with, it's ranges. They only work with ranges, you know. And if we work with ranges, pretty simple, yeah, then we have areas where we want to buy and areas where we want to sell, and absolutely areas where we don't want to touch the price. And usually that's where the POC is. Yeah, only if you have a clean setup, a W, LJ, stuff like that, very clean. But you want the price action to deliver your setup around here and then to take it into, for example, you want to buy in discount and sell into premium. Why I don't like this area? Because this is a bearish order block area, and I don't like the fact that the price action just sits here and does nothing. And I see bearish divergence already on 5 minutes on MACD. This is something I don't like for my long. Yeah, I think it's safe. Look, a nice W created here. 801. This should be safe now because I don't like the bearish divergence and I don't want to expose my ass. Yeah. GBP news came out. Oh my god. Ew. Was this just a bearish retest or interest rate decision? Yeah, that can be bullish. I don't think that it has enough power to deliver now. It will search for liquidity down below. But we'll see. I mean, I have my stop loss here below this little W-ish pattern. If I'm taken out of this one, I'll just wait. If it will go higher, it's okay from this area. There's plenty of liquidity created below here, and I don't have any clues. If I would have had more clues, like not making any bearish divergence or stuff like that, you can see it's just a range for the moment. And I would have trusted more, but I trusted only the market structure. Breaker created, I took it, but no confirmation for the indicators. And when I see that the price action is not delivering my setup with clean bullish displacements and it's creating bearish ones, and in top of that I have some incapacity from the price action from the market structure to create a new high and my MACD to show that the momentum is with me, then I'm not taking that risk. This is a clean no to me. Don't forget to leave a like, guys. It's helping us. In future, we are streaming more and more. So the more people that we have here, actually, it will decide the how often we'll do this. It's helping people or stuff like that. DXY, it's just sitting around. I would like to create a W here, displace this neckline, yeah, and stuff like that. This is what I would like. This is how I see the market structure now, in the ideal perspective. In the non-ideal one, I see it doing a double top, yeah, M pattern, and going lower. You have to think of both scenarios when you're trading. And you have to be able to see if the price action is sustaining your idea or not. Yeah, here it was looking good, displacing higher, protecting the breaker. You can see higher, higher. But once we created bearish displacement, this price action means it's unable, it doesn't have enough liquidity, yeah, to go higher. And what they will do, they will just go down and look for more liquidity until they find the liquidity required and will go higher. Okay, it's simple. Damn, Paul, you missed the entry on GBP? Oh my god, that was a quick one. Holy moly. Yeah, just a bearish retest. You would have. I think Abdullah got it. I would not touch this either. This is a scam. I mean, there would have been two possibilities. You see, a lot of liquidity above. So easily, there would have been the possibility to go weak higher and SFU everything. The possibility of that we have now. Just touch the fair value gap and the bearish order block and go down. So I don't know, it was just here. In this case, it was just gambling. You would have had no time of reaction like here to move your stop loss or anything like that, like we have here based on structure that we see. But on this kind of environment, yeah, SFU setup. Exactly, would have easily SFU. That's what I'm looking at here. Exactly, that's what I mentioned. Two possibilities: stop here in the fair value gap and bearish order block, or take all the liquidity with an SFU. Yeah, you're hunting SFU. Nice. Yeah. Price looks a little bit heavy, in my opinion. On all the risk assets, they look heavy. I don't know. They look heavy as hell. Oh my god. He's dying now. That would have been such a nice SFU poll. Such a nice SFU. And I'm out. I think so. Yeah, easily it will go down. Yeah, out. You see? Better safe than sorry. Now it can go up from this fair value gap, but I don't want to play this anymore. I don't like because we don't have bullish market structure. What I would look for is maybe 1 minute bullish structure to see a W here, yeah, and some bullish divergence. But until then, I don't touch it. Look, M in OBV, fair value gap, displacement bearish. I don't want to touch that. So I'll just wait for a better entry. I already have some equal highs here, so I will not take this one, but I will wait. I will wait for some structure here. That's my plan now. A real nice one, Mike. I have 1 minute, but I need a W or a structure to play with before looking again. Let me know if you have any more questions, guys. I was hunting the second high. DXY, see the pump chaser zone. What do you mean, Paul? Oh, and we have reaction from this breaker. They are going higher. Let's see if they are making some bullish structure here, or they are just nuking. There's a high probability for them just to nuke higher than this high. Like this. Something like this. We'll see. They just closed the fair value gap exactly here. But I don't like it. I mean, I don't like. In the end, we have, yeah, bearish momentum. I have plenty of liquidity below. It scares me and makes me think that, okay, they might push the price up, but at some moment this will uh, break down pretty violent. And I wouldn't like to be there. I would better sit on the sidelines for now. And find something cleaner. And moreover to that fact, it's look here, we have huge resistance area, and this looks like this is a bearish structure in my opinion, not a bullish one. It will be a bullish one if we do something like this, sweep some liquidity, create some bullish momentum, and then I will take it. This is not a setup that I would take. Only this one was an LJ, but I didn't like the way that they are grabbing. They are going lower. Okay, guys, I'm going now. We had we had some fun. You guys caught real nice trade here on GBP USD, so congrats. You you traded news on this one. Was a real nice bearish retest. It protected the liquidity and then went back back down. Thank you very much, guys. I really had fun with you, and don't forget to leave a like. If you have questions, just come join our community on Discord. We are doing this daily, and anything that we can help with, we are there on a daily basis. London streaming and New York streaming. So thank you very much. Have a nice rest of the day, and hear you in the New York session for the ones who will join us. Bye bye.